Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video here on Cluiche with me, Seamus, Brady, your host. And in this video, I'm going to give a full preview and a full prediction on the upcoming All-Ireland Hurling Club semi-final between St. Thomas's of Galway, the Galway champions, and Ballygunner of Munster and Waterford. They're the Munster champions and Waterford hurling champions. So who do I think is going to win this game? Now, in this video, I'm going to give a full backstory on both of the teams, how they got here, what their strengths are, who their key players are. And then I'm going to eventually nail my colours to the mast. I'm going to pick who I think is going to win this All-Ireland semi-final and get into the All-Ireland Club Hurling Final for 2023/24. So let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And let's dive into both of these teams. So starting off with the men from the West, we have St. Thomas's from County Galway, who this year completed a record 6 Galway championships in a row. Last year, they got caught in the All-Ireland semi-final by Dunloy from County Antrim, who went on to the final to give a good account of themselves against Ballyhale Shamrocks. So, look, that's the first thing we have to talk about when we're talking about St. Thomas's here, is that last year's All-Ireland semi-final would have hurt them greatly. St. Thomas's were kind of seen as like, you didn't want Ballygunner, you didn't want Ballyhale Shamrocks if you were Dunloy coming from the Ulster Championship. And they got St. Thomas's from Galway. And like, I would have thought that there would have been a bit of bite back, because the narrative around St. Thomas's was, oh, well, you got the team that you would have wanted to get. You didn't want to go near Ballygunner and you didn't want to go near Ballyhale Shamrocks. And St. Thomas's put in a pretty damp performance against Dunloy, and were deservedly beaten on the day. And then a lot of people, myself included, started to wonder, like, is that it now? Is their grip on Galway going to loosen? Because they got pushed all the way by Loughrea in the Galway hurling final last year. But this year they answered absolutely all those critics when they went back to Galway. Of course, getting the victory in the Galway Championship once again this season. Aina Burke hit 2-2 in the final. Conor Cooney, Shane Cooney, Fintan Burke, James Regan. They've all been really, really impressive players for St. Thomas's through the championship. And David Burke also is returning from injury. He made an appearance against Clarenbridge, of course, in the Galway Championship. So, like, there is potential there for David Burke to have kind of returned into the Galway fold. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Since that Galway final, St. Thomas's haven't played. And Ballygunner, on the other hand, have not only been playing, but dominating. So Ballygunner win the Waterford Championship again. Then they get into the Munster Championship. They get Sarsfields from Cork in the Munster quarterfinal, and they absolutely annihilated them. And I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Ballygunner beating Sarsfields by that much. I did think Ballygunner would win, but I didn't think they'd win by that much. They won, I think it was something crazy, like 222 to 9 points. It was an absolute annihilation. And then they get into the Munster semi-final, and they're lined up to face Napirsig. And immediately, everyone was, buzzing for this game. Napirsig of Limerick against Ballygunner of Waterford. What a game this is. You have Ballygunner on one side with the Mahneys and with Desi Hutchinson, Patrick Fitzgerald, Stephen O'Keefe. And then on the other hand, you have Napirsig with William O'Donoghue, Peter Casey, Mike Casey, Jerome Boylan, Conor Boylan. Just wasn't a game, really. Like, Ballygunner kind of held Napirsig at arm's length for the duration of the contest and really, really showed superiority in that game. And I didn't see that coming either. I did tip Ballygunner to win, but Ballygunner looked like they were in charge of the game. I kind of predicted Ballygunner would win in an absolute shootout against Napirsig, but Ballygunner relatively controlled the game for the 60 minutes and got the better of Napirsig. And look, they had the late scare at the end where Stephen O'Keefe cleared it off the line, but the reality is Ballygunner were by far the better team in that game. And then they got into the Munster final against Clonlara from County Clare, who had done really, really well. Won the Clare Championship for the first time since 2010. Beat Killadangan en route to the final. And there were some people who were hopeful that Clonlara would run Ballygunner close. In the end, Ballygunner beat Clonlara in a similar way that they beat Napirsig. And as in, they just controlled the game from very early on until the finish. And that is what has been so impressive about Ballygunner, which is why the narrative coming into this game isn't Ballygunner versus St. Thomas's, the narrative is, can anybody stop Ballygunner? They look like they're lined up to win the All-Ireland Club Championship this season, especially with Ballyhale Shamrocks being gone. And that's where the narrative is, can anyone stop them? And the team standing in front of them this weekend is St. Thomas's, which brings me on to my prediction, my official prediction for who I think is going to win this All-Ireland semi-final between St. Thomas's and Ballygunner. Who is going to reach the All-Ireland Club Hurling Final for 2023/24? In my opinion, it's going to be Ballygunner. And I just don't see anybody stopping them. I genuinely mean it. I know no disrespect to the All-Ireland semi-final on the other side between O'Loughlin Gales and Cushendall, but I just think Ballygunner are too good. When you see how comfortably they beat Clonlara, Sarsfields, Napirshig, and how dominant they've been in the Waterford Championship as well. No one's got close to them. They've won 10 titles in a row. I just don't see anyone stopping them, especially with Ballyhale Shamrocks being gone. The players that they have, Desi Hutchinson, Pádraig Mahoney, Patrick Fitzgerald, Stephen O'Keefe, Barry Coughlin, Peter Hogan, Mikey Mahoney, Kevin Mahoney, Philip Mahoney, just unbelievable talent in that Ballygunner team. I think they'll be too strong for St. Thomas's, and I'm going to go with Ballygunner to get the victory. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you think I'm right. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I will respond to all the comments. Until that game, make sure you enjoy the game on the weekend as well, guys. And until the next video, guys, here on Cluiche, take care.